Hello, everyone. I hope you are having a fabulous Thursday. It has been quite shitty here in Atlanta. We've had lots of thunderstorms and it's been really rainy. Hasn't been so beautiful, to be honest. So today we're actually talking all about shame, and it's one of those topics that tends to be a little touchy for a lot of people, but I want you all to know, whoever's listening in, because of course I never know, that this is all coming from a place of love, and really honestly, authentically, I just want to help you get out of this cycle if this is you. So as I take you through this little training tonight, if this is you, know that I love you, whoever you are, and I really, really want to help you get out of it. I've been there. I've been in that shame cycle, and I want you to know there is a way out, okay? So if you're just joining us, tonight we're talking about conquering progress shame, and I'm talking about it specifically as a coach. Now, you can apply that word coach to pretty much anything, any business, okay? But it's really what is progress shame, and it's believing that you should be further along than where you are, okay? So let's talk about some of the symptoms first, what it looks like. So the symptoms for progress shame are going on mostly up here, guys. They're going on in your head, okay? So you're just probably having a lot of thoughts about where you think you should be in your business, okay? So let me give you an example of some of the thoughts that I've heard from clients. Some of them were my old thoughts, and you may resonate. If you do, again, nothing's gone wrong. It's not a problem. That's why you're here. We're here to look at it, to address it, to tweak it, to shift it, and to maybe get you one step out of it, okay? So if you have thoughts, I've been doing this for so long, why am I not further along? This is progress shame, okay? I've invested so heavily, right, in my own personal development. I should have already figured this out. I've done so many different courses and programs and certifications, and I still don't feel confident yet. I should know better, considering everything I've done. I've invested so much money, so much time, so much energy. I should have already figured this out. Maybe you've even already invested in all the marketing things, right? Like a funnel, a website, I don't know, a lead magnet, a freebie, and you still aren't where you believe you should be, okay? One of the things I've heard is that I've been a coach for so many years, and I've invested so much of my time and my energy into my business, and it's not working. If any of this is ringing true right now, put your hand on your heart for a moment and just take a moment to just kind of accept, okay, this is where I am, okay? And I want you to know that in the world of entrepreneurship, very likely if you are having these thoughts, you are in what I call an employee mindset, okay? Where the duration of time equals your results, okay? So time, amount of time equals results. So in the corporate world, right, in the 9-to-5 world, as I like to call it, most companies reward you for the amount of time, right? I worked here for 2 years, I get a raise. Boom. And that's how it works. But in the entrepreneurship world, guys, it does not work this way, okay? We are not rewarded for time, for money, for energy, for anything that you've put into your business. You're not, okay? But I want you to realize that in the world of entrepreneurship, just because you're not rewarded for time, money, or energy, right? It doesn't mean that we can't achieve big, massive results, right? Of course we can. And actually, the beauty of entrepreneurship is you don't have to wait a certain amount of time. You don't have to be working as a coach or whatever you do for X amount of years to reach a certain result. That is the gift. But in order to be able to get that result, you got to get out of this belief that time plus money plus energy equals results, because it's just not how it works, okay? The truth is, the more you stay stuck in the shame, the more you stay stuck in the anger or resentment of not being where you want to be, the further you get from it, the more you actually push it away from you. The result gets further and further away. So humans are energy, and we are a vibrational match. It might sound woo, but we are. We're an energetic match for what we put out into the world. So if you right now are a vibrational match for shame, if you right now are believing right now that something has gone wrong, right? That you aren't where you should be, then that's what you're putting out. And I can tell you that is gonna push it further away from you. It's gonna get you farther from what you want than closer. And I know that's not what you want, okay? It's like, for example, trying to sell a happiness course and you are so fucking miserable. Is that gonna land, people? Come on, we all know it's not. It's just gonna fall completely flat. I don't care if you say all the right words in your marketing. I don't care if you have the best funnel ever or the most beautiful website. It is not going to work, okay? Because your energy, who you're being, must match what you're putting out into the world. It has to be an energetic match. It's how it works, okay? So right now, if you are feeling resentful, if you're feeling angry, if you're feeling shame, I don't want you to pile more on top of it right now, okay? But I want you to take a moment and just be curious. What do you think your audience is feeling? How do you think they're going to react to that? Do you think they're going to react wanting that, wanting to be a part of that, or not? I think you know the answer, okay? So here's the real problem, guys. The real problem is you are trying to create something from an energetic vibe from where you're at. And like I just mentioned, it's not a match, right? You're trying to show up in a specific way, and likely you don't actually fully 100% yet believe in it. Just gonna say that, okay? So you're trying to create or show up confidently, and you're trying to let confidence come from outside of you, right? You're leaning on, right, like these courses, and that's why so many of you do so many of them. The programs, the letters behind your name to make you feel qualified. And that's not how it works. You have to create it internally, guys. It comes from in here. Once you do that, it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to take 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. Time does not equal results, okay? So look, nothing is wrong with you. Nothing's gone wrong, okay? The truth is that the shame that you're putting on yourself, right, that you've gotten familiar and maybe comfortable with, is all that we need to clean up. So I am going to give you the antidote today. The antidote for shame. Are you ready? Okay, you can give me a thumbs up. Give me a heart if you're like, yes, give me it. I've been in it. Look, guys, I want you to know the reason I am so familiar with this is I lived in it. I lived in that shame cycle for way too long, and I don't want you to spiral in it. And if you are here, oh my God, my heart holds so much for your heart right now, and I really just want to soften some of that and let you know you are in the perfect place, okay? So what I'm about to share with you is not rocket science, and you probably already know a lot of it. But I want you to just listen again for a moment. Let it seep in, okay? It starts with you being nicer to yourself. Honestly, I know you've heard it probably a million trillion times. but it is seriously, it is the secret elixir potion to creating a successful, thriving coaching business. Really, I would say any business, okay? If you're being an asshole to yourself, you're telling yourself that you should have already figured out, that is being an asshole to yourself, guys. I want you to see that, okay? It's not being real, it's not being honest, it's being a jerk. Would you say that to someone you loved? If you're telling yourself you should be further along than you are, that you're behind, that it shouldn't be this hard, that is all being an asshole to yourself, okay? I'm very blunt. I just want you guys to know that. Look, would you tell a 5-year-old who's learning to read that you should be further along? Probably not. I hope not, okay? I can tell you right now, if you're feeling any layer of shame or embarrassment, you are not being kind to yourself. I can guarantee it, okay? And the good news is that this is so simple to fix. Now, I did not say it's easy, but it is a simple problem that we can all fix. And it starts, guys, by building radical honesty and intimacy with yourself. So you're probably like, okay, how do I do that? Well, let me tell you. It's checking in. You've got to check in with yourself every day, and it's non-optional. So many people are like, oh, I got so many other things on my plate. I'm too busy, or I get up and I get busy. Okay, I'm sorry. None of us are too busy to build the intimacy with ourselves. It is so important. It's literally asking yourself every day, how are you doing? How are you doing today? It's holding space for yourself, right? And it's not telling yourself that what you're feeling is wrong or bad. We do this to ourselves, all of us. And I want you to know it's optional. You can see it. You can begin to be aware of it. And instead, you can pivot. You can place your hand on your heart and be like, no, it's okay to feel what I'm feeling right now. Look, too often, I see so many coaches actually using their own tools against themselves. And I don't want this for you, okay? You're trying to just change your thoughts and you haven't even actually processed the emotion. And then you wonder, why aren't you getting the results you want in your business? Why aren't you signing clients? Why aren't you attracting them? And the truth is that you're not attracting them. You're not signing them. Your clients aren't getting results because you yourself are not giving yourself this intimate work, right? You're not checking in with yourself. You're not being kind. You're not being loving. And so it's not safe. So then therefore the energy you put out, whatever you write in your content doesn't matter because the energy isn't safe for people to invest in you. Okay, so we can't just be swapping out thoughts, guys. We've got to learn how to regulate the nervous system and we've got to process the emotions. If you're just swapping out thoughts, guys, it's buffering with thought work. And if you're a coach, you know exactly what I'm saying, okay? And in the long run, it's gonna leave you feeling shittier and shittier, I can almost guarantee it. Okay, so shame, we now know is actually optional. And what I want to offer you is radical honesty with yourself. Have you put in your coaching reps, okay? Have you put yourself in a place, in a container, where you can get strategic feedback and then implement it? Are you yourself getting coached regularly? Are you practicing your own tools and techniques on yourself consistently? Are you self-coaching consistently? And I don't mean just doing thought dumps, okay? I mean actually looking at what you're writing and coaching yourself. If you aren't doing these things, guys, you need to start because that is why the shame is growing and building, and shame is like a weed, not one, a wildflower, not one that we want in our garden, okay? Look, how you start to build your confidence starts with feeling competent. And the best way to feel competent is through practice, through application, through feedback. It's through refinement, okay? That's how we build the confidence. And that's literally how we clean up all this icky shame, okay? And it comes from truly being radically honest with ourselves, being loving, being kind, okay? And noticing when we're not. It's processing all of the emotions and not trying to just thought work our way out of them. So if right now you're like, oh my God, yes, Rachel, this is so resonating with me. Oh my goodness, I want to take this work deeper. I really want to refine my coaching, okay? Then I want to invite you to apply. Join the Live Your Dharma Coaching Certification, guys. That is what we do. We refine your skills. We make sure that you are feeling competent and confident, because that is necessary in order to be an energetic match for your clients. Like, we're all about not just creating good coaches, but we're about creating amazing fucking coaches, the ones that stand out. Like, I want you to be getting raving reviews. I want clients to be referring all of their friends and all of their family to you because you helped them get where they wanted to be. You were able to deliver on your promise. You are not full of shit, people. And you don't have to be. And I don't want you to be, and I know you don't want to be. And the best way, seriously guys, the best way is to refine your skills, to be so freaking good. And literally, it doesn't have to be complicated. Simple tools. We take already what you have in your toolbox. I make sure that you have the essentials, the foundation, and then we go to work. And we make sure that you know how to handle any situation that's gonna come at you, and I have my ways, trust me. Okay, maybe you don't know me yet, but trust me, I have my ways. And you get that support, you have that container where you get to mess up and practice new things, practice old things, get the feedback that I know you crave. And let's be real, let's be honest, as humans, we all love and want. And let's be honest, that is how we get better. We don't even know what we can't see. And of course, you get coaching. You get to experience being in a container that holds space for fucking everything, guys. We let it all there. For vulnerability. We hold space for truth telling, okay? Not sugarcoating stuff. So if this is like, oh my God, this is what I need, this is the sign right here. This is the calling. I want you to start to trust your inner knowing, okay? Your inner knowing will always guide you right. Even if it doesn't work out how you maybe imagine it, that inner knowing knew that there was lessons, wisdom, and guidance for you. And I want that for you, and I know you want that for you. So the doors are open right now. We've got 2 weeks, and then the doors will close until the next round. And I can guarantee you that you will be a changed person as you go through this process. Your coaching will be, and your clients will be like, holy fucking shit, what happened? So, if that's you, this is for you. If you are a coach who just started coaching, this is for you. If you've been coaching for a decade, this is for you. The truth is we can never, ever stop refining. Humans, we are always cooking, okay? Once we are fully baked, fully cooked, we are done. We don't want to be that. We want to always be evolving. Okay, my friends, let's get out of these shame cycles. Let's start being more loving, more kind, more compassionate to ourselves, and let's start being radically honest. Okay, so next week I got another fun live coming for you, so you can join me then if you like what you heard.